Welcome one, welcome all. If you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube, when it comes to this being put up, that is. Thank you for watching. We are in Game 2 of the 2031 World Series, the last series of this franchise. Give me a second here. I'm going to have to mute this distortion of sound that's about to come in. Cubs take Game 1 after a nice little comeback here against this very talented Royals team. We did win 8-2, mostly doing damage in that bullpen. Today should be an interesting matchup. We have our former ace, Ronaldo Valdez, against one of our former top pitching prospects, in Enrique Vesperis for the Royals. So we're just going to hop right into this one for game number 2. Side note for game 1, from game 1 I should say, outfielder Chris Valdez got injured in pregame warmups in game 1, so he did not play in game 1. He is clear for this game, so of course he will be starting in left field. So, of course, being in Kansas City, the DH still out there. How do we want to do this? Do we want to fit Gushwind in the second spot? Just see if we can get some power here. Johnny Brasky will play short. Somebody as well. What up, Ep? Appreciate that, man. Trying to get this to work. Come on. You can do it. Maybe I can't. So here we go. Game number 2. Looks like they didn't really change their lineup any. So. What's up, Maddie? How am I? Good. It's been a busy day. Just looking to get this franchise done with, really.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Kansas City Royals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a
as we said, there is Enrique Vesperis pitching for the Royals tonight. Opposite him, Ronaldo Valdez looking to get a big win so we can go to Wrigley with a 2-0 lead.
It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show, and we'll have it for you.
No promise, Maddie, right? Yeah, I'm getting on Xbox.
Enrique Vesperis is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot of high-scoring games that we see in baseball.
Here we go. Game 2 getting underway. Pretty much the same lineup as last time.
Controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning.
Yeah, stat increase. Yeah, just save those points. I need to figure out something for that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one's down around the knees.
There we go. First pitch at 7:06. MLB The Show time. Guess technically that would be real time because it's 8:07 here. So maybe that is the situation.
The 0-1 pitch.
This bear is formerly one of our top pitching prospects, traded in a deal with the Brewers a couple of years ago. He pitched, I believe, 2 seasons for them. Tested free agency, the Royals signed him. I don't remember what year it was.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Lucky people in your next gen.
The next 0-2.
I was lucky, man.
Whoosh, and we are in
41 degrees. Pretty chilly here in Kansas City tonight. Wind is blowing in. We'll see if that actually affects the home runs or not.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
But yeah, I just, man, I just got lucky. I just randomly looked on GameStop and I saw one was open. Or one was there. And I was like, man, I'm not going to spend $500, so I'm going to get the S, which is cheaper. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Sierra, first K for Vesperis.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone, trying to get him to chase.
Somehow missed that one.
Wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old
I really wish this would work.
fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Well, here's our DH for the night, Andy Gushwin.
Into the box now, Andy Gushwin.
Swing and a miss on the splitter.
Away,
Splitter is Vesperis' best pitch. It's kind of not even close, really. Looks like he's got a lot better of his control since he was with us.
Now here it comes. There's a swing.
And Gushwin gets a hold of one deep to left field. Is the wind going to knock this one down? Yes. Right at the warning track there. Don't think that's Cisneros. I don't know who that is in left field, but we'll find out. So Gushwin gave out a ride, dies at the warning track.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back.
What's the difference between X and S? Basically, it's just display. You know, the X, which is the more powerful system, will, plays at a higher, what's the word I'm looking for? Higher quality. It's slightly faster, has more space. The S has a 500 and... The X has a terabyte, and I believe the S has a 512 gig, but that doesn't bug me because I have a 3 terabyte external hard drive. And it's digital. That's the biggest thing. You cut a lot of costs when the console is digital only, so.
At the plate now, Jose Melendez batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Yeah.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, the only thing that I want on PlayStation right now is Ratchet & Clank, but I'm just not financially able to get a $500 console.
Here it comes.
No floppy disk yet. No floppy disk, indeed. Takes cartridges. Have to blow into the bottom of it.
One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ooh.
A swing and a shot
Yanked it foul.
down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
there.
like that was my thinking as well. I don't really care about
Here's the 1-2.
I don't really care too much about the quality, about the output. Like, I don't care if I'm playing in 4K or not.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful.
Digital only. I don't have to worry about disc anymore. I'm taking a chance on that. It's the first time I've been digital only.
Here now the 2-2.
But
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away.
I'm happy with my decision. It works really great.
2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Lewis won the ball for.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Yeah, I heard that Walmart was supposed to get stocked up in some consoles today. They didn't say what time.
sent
going
on
to
the
ground
ground
out the second there, and that'll be it for the Cubs in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs.
Silva, Garrett, and
Royals will get
Alvin
their
Anthony
chance now in a
due up for
scoreless
Kansas City.
ballgame.
Former Yankees prospect in this franchise. Silva's going to lead it off. Oh, was it at 3 p.m.?
Ronaldo Valdez will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff.
Here we go, Ray, coming in. 2-0 this postseason. He's done pretty well.
He threw the ball really well.
Not exactly ace material.
Only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back.
We'll see how he does against this high-powered Kansas City offense.
Standing in, Brian Silva. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
Yeah, Amish, you're right. It was free this month, I think, actually. The original Ratchet and Clank was. And I love Ratchet and Clank. If you haven't played it, I really recommend it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Safe for kids.
Swing,
No issues
and
with
quickly
kids.
in the
And
hole,
all that.
0-2.
Family friendly, I guess, is what I'm thinking there.
And he fouls this one off. Hit on the
Ground out
to
Dabrowski
short.
playing short. And he gets him first
That's
down.
out number 1.
First down. First out. My goodness. So here's the lineup for the Kansas City Royals. You got Silva, Garrett, and Anthony. Your top 3 with Cisneros, Ham, and Santos with the home run in Game 1. Former Cub Peter Crozier in the DH spot, Alexis Gonzalez. And batting ninth is Kurt Murillo.
Stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in.
Kamish,
He'll breeze through 7 short.
hello. Appreciate the raid, sir. Hello from Kamish's broadcast. We are in the 2031 World Series. This is Game 2 as we retire the franchise, hopefully on a historical note. So we are on our quest to win 5 straight World Series titles. Hopefully everyone is doing well.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So let's take a look at our umpire.
Yeah, I'd be more than
report
happy
with this
to.
one. Working the plate,
Just
Rusty
remind me.
Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question. Letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently
Yep,
pitch
Johnny
at about the
Broski,
chest level and above,
B-R-A-S-K-I.
he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Protecting with 2 strikes, 1 out of the zone.
Very
that time, but he
limited
stays alive.
MLB experience. He's not really fantastic in any stretch, but swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss as they got
Down he
with the
goes.
slider
First
there,
strikeout
2
for
away.
Valdez.
Made pretty quick work of him right there.
Good slider
Sitting
there. A little
down
hanging
on
too much
only
for me
4
as
pitches.
Garrett goes down
And
on
what
strikes.
I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that
Isn't
spot.
Rusty Valentine like 206? Yeah. Yeah, it is indeed. Alvin Anthony now.
In now, Alvin Anthony. As he takes a cold
Maybe that's
strike
Rusty
on the flag,
Valentine
it's
Jr.
0-1.
behind the plate.
Looking to get on base
Who
and keep
knows?
this first inning alive.
Anthony's having a good postseason, hitting over 300. It's kind of the theme with a lot of this Royals team.
The windup and the 0-1.
Their path here was pretty simple as they beat the Astros in the ALCS 4 games to 1.
I know those first 2 pitchers were in the outer
And that
half,
was not a
but
cruddy
nothing saying
Astros
he
team.
can't ride a fastball in right here.
This one's down to third.
Michael
He's
Love's got it. He'll throw it over to first, and the Cubs retaliate with
But he's able to keep anchored on the bag
3
at
outs
first,
for the
and that
Royals.
ends the inning. KC down in order. And this
Let's go to
is
the second.
still a 0-0 ball game.
Shame the franchise coming to an end. Yeah. It's been a good, what is it, 6 years? 20, MLB 15 when this franchise started. It's a shame, man, but
First delivery to him on the way.
I'm excited to start new.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, I'm about ready.
If you've been
About
paying
ready for a
attention,
reset.
the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
So I've figured out the team I'm going to do.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The pitch.
I have a team in mind, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that team or not.
So that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch.
I'll be honest with you, Kamish. I feel good.
With a pitch
You know?
that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that misses
Good
for
pitch.
ball 4.
Good take.
So it's a leadoff walk
A
here to
walk for
start the
Chris
second.
Valdez.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than
But yeah, I
other guys
mean,
is
it's,
exactly
I mean,
we
it is
saw
what it
right
is,
there.
man.
Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners.
If
a
I
lot
really
more
want to
so
keep
they
playing
don't
this
get
franchise,
burned.
I'll just keep
He
my
made some
PS4
good
and keep the
pitches,
game.
but he just
But
couldn't get him to chase enough.
we're still
So
raising money for Leo's small
Into
little
the box,
dental procedure
Angel
he's got, which
Barrios.
we're almost
First
there.
chance
So
for him here with a
I'm
man
not really
on
worried about
following
it.
the leadoff walk. As a look, now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's
I'm gonna
got
build
some
my own
jets on
stadium?
first base.
If
Almost
I'm
like a
good at it,
hybrid
I will.
pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, I don't know how I'm going to start out. Like, I don't know if I'm going to start out with an actual team and then relocate them, or if we're just going to butt a new team into the Major League Baseball. You know? I guess it depends on how the game plays.
Now the 2-0.
Desparis is losing a little bit of his control there.
I'm a little bit more afraid the guy on deck
You
than
know.
the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this
What's
guy
this
up right
catcher
now.
look
He's
like?
the guy
78
that's
arm
gonna beat
strength. Not really going to run here.
3-0 count. Here it comes.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Use the bear.
Still looking for our first hit in the
Use the
ball
bear as
game.
a logo, couldn't I?
Chopper to second. This will be a tough turn.
I don't know.
Foul ball,
I'm going
and
to try
it's
to be
full
clever
now
with
at
it.
3-2.
I'm not very creative, though, and that's what really makes it. It's going to make it hard.
Now the payoff pitch home. Runners off for second. This one's
Nice
cleared
little
out
accidental
to
hit and
the
run
left.
there.
And that'll get down
Barrios
for a
going to
base
jam
hit.
it in the left field and drop it.
Throw comes in
First and
quickly
second,
from
nobody
left,
out.
so
Cubs
even
are in
on the
business.
hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection.
Yeah,
Balls
that
hit to
I'll
the
be honest,
outfield,
Amish, that's
batter
probably what
does
I'll do.
his
I'll wait
job.
until somebody
I don't
creates
know how
something
that
great
runner's
and then
standing on
probably
second.
use it. Of course, give him
Tip your
credit
hat
for
to
it.
the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Stepping in now.
I don't want anything wacky,
Low.
though.
And it's fouled away.
Like, I'm not going to have, like, 25-foot tall walls.
Valdez on second. Barrios at first with no outs. Rounded down the
Quickly
third
0-2 down to
baseline,
Michael Love.
but this'll get foul for
He was
strike
hurt
2.
most of the season, but he came back around September. Swing and a miss. There he goes. Change up. Second strikeout for Desparis.
Coming to the plate now, Jermaine Venner, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Down Wrigley, go on. What up, Charm?
First offering on its way.
Charm, Wrigley is a
And he
historical
swings
landmark.
through
You
a
can't do that.
fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1
Or
strike.
like keep players that I consider to be in the Fantasy Cubs Hall of Fame. I can think of 5 players right now that could be in that Hall of Fame.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it.
What's up, Sportsy? Good evening.
The 1-2.
Swing and a miss again. Now we're just getting impatient. It's back-to-back strikeouts.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that Cade, wiggle out the jam.
Getting a little impatient here.
Game tied.
Gonna make some stupid stuff, yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling Diamond Dynasty is gonna be a little more frustrating for people.
To the plate now, Willie Montes. Skied into straight
Montes
away
hits that far to deep right field, and that is going to be run down by Cisneros. Nice play. And that will end it. First and second, nobody out. Cubs still cannot score. Still bottom second. Let's get more. He's changed the name. Yeah, I think I still have your YouTube channel subscribed to. I'm thinking of the same person. There's so many similar people. And if it's not you, Sporty, I apologize. I've actually taken a little break from streaming, so there are some people that I have not forgotten about necessarily, but you know, maybe less regulars I've kind of forgotten a little bit about.
Wind up and the 0-1.
Yep, that's you. That's what I thought. All right, cool. At least I got that right. I still have your YouTube channel. Still love your stuff. I still watch it. Ep, I may create your player anyway. I may take his stats. I may screenshot his stats, and then when the new game comes out, I'll put him on the Mets. And I'll probably have to start him out in AAA if I can. And then put him just like that and see what happens. That's a hanging slider. That's going to get through.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Cisneros. Good hit. He's got a base runner.
Ready now, Darren Ham. He'll get to take his first cut.
Those who don't have hair. That's funny, man. There's Darren Ham. One of the best men on his team. It's like something Bacon would come up with. Shout out to Bacon, by the way. If you don't use his rosters, you should. A lot of new, well, maybe they're not new, but a lot of franchise streamers I've been seeing using his rosters. Swing and a miss at the slider, 0-2. Of course, Amish uses them in his franchise, but I think he's been taking a break as well. What's up, Denmark? This is franchised. This is the last World Series of this particular franchise. Woo! Nasty splitter. Caught looking. Down goes the Ham. Second strikeout for Ray Valdez. 1 out, 1 on. Sells myself too short. I don't know about that. Play the game, man.
First pitch on its way.
Foul ball.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Can you play local co-op on the same team? Not that I'm aware of, Demon or Denmark. Oh, I see Demon. I don't think you can do that now.
Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Yeah, Bacon, he works really hard, and unfortunately his rosters, I don't think, I don't think his rosters are going to carry over, as we're going to have a double play ball here. Beautiful. There's our double play ball, and we're going to get out of the inning there.
We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0.
Shows you can.
Settling in now, Johnny Brassky.
I really, well, if it's showing that Denmark, I don't know how.
First pitch of the at-bat on its
I would
way.
highly recommend YouTubing it, to be honest with you, my dude. I don't want to tell you something wrong.
Now a swing and a
Brassky's
fly
going to
ball.
hit that
Right
foul,
fielder
and
giving
that is going to be
chase.
caught by
He
Cisneros.
gets there
My
and makes
goodness,
the
man.
play for the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Jose Sierra.
Into the box now, Jose
I've never
Sierra.
seen it either.
He'll look to bounce
I don't
back
think that
after
is a thing in the
striking
game.
out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll
The only thing
see
I'm aware of
if
is
he
just
tries to cheat
online,
to something this
team
evening.
versus team, so to speak.
One ball and
Swing and
one
miss.
strike to the
Man, we got to
Cubs
get Sierra
leadoff batter.
going. Got a great regular part of the season. He hit 312, I believe,
Corner for ball two.
his rookie year
Not a
here.
bad spot to miss
Drafted
right
him
there.
last
Much rather
year. He
have
was
it
our
run
first pick.
inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
Swinging a miss on changeup, man.
Hey, I
Missing
love
these
the
pitches.
mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside, trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Hangs that one. We just missed it. The wind's going to bat that one down.
Garrett is going to get there
Two
as
down.
he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Andy Goodwin.
Striding forward now is the DH, Andy Gushwin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did have a 3-run shot.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hot shot on the ground
Gushwin
to short.
shoots that, but that is going to be picked up easily, and
First in plenty of
boy,
time.
we are
Side
down
is
quickly.
retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all
That'll
told.
be it. Crozier,
We'll head
Gonzalez,
down to
and
the
Murillo,
home half
7, 8,
of
9
inning
due up
number
for Kansas
3,
City.
And we are tied 0-0.
Longtime followers recognize this player.
And digging in is the
Peter
veteran
Crozier.
DH, Peter Crozier.
Peter
Former Cub.
First pitch on its way.
He was part of the
Line towards center field.
blockbuster deal the Cubs and Royals made, I believe, last season. So he's one pitch,
Jumped
one out
all
right there.
over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
You out of here, Charm?
Alexis Gonzalez
Oh, buddy.
as the switch
Thanks for
hitter will
stopping
take
in,
his
man.
cuts left-handed
Have a
here.
good one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball.
All right, man.
Strike one.
I'll be up until about 11. So
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
slider down, 1 ball and strike to Alexis Gonzalez. Pretty good contact. Swing and a miss at the changeup.
2 strikes.
Both pitchers have their changeups working. Ooh,
And he lays off it to even the
didn't
count.
get the call.
2-2.
2
In
and 2.
today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He
More than
wanted that
only
pitch right
obligatory
there.
money.
But I can tell you as an
I'll post
offensive
it, man.
player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Is that didn't someone play Mario Kart on this board?
Here now the 2-2.
Oh, we hung that.
Slapped hard the opposite
It's
way.
been not.
And that
That's been
finds the
Valdez's
outfield
problem,
grass.
man. He keeps
It's a
hanging his
base hit.
pitches, especially his slider.
You think there's any
Can't be
truth
having
to
that
this
here
game?
against this
Watch
Royals
those two
team.
at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
How to prepare for his underdog, yeah. Yeah, I know it, man.
At the plate, Kurt Murillo. She'll go after the
Here's
first pitch
Kurt
and bounce
Murillo
it into foul
hitting in the
territory.
9-hole.
First shot for him here with a
An
runner
average
at
like that, I
first
can see
now,
why.
1 away.
Yeah, man, get some sleep, bud. Thanks for all you do in your field.
Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back in.
Melendez going to have a 2-1.
Now the 0-1.
Swing and a miss at the slider. I hope so.
Swinging strike, and now
Be
it's
nice to see a
0-2.
Melendez homer.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Fouled away.
Fouled away.
94 up at the chin.
Bottom
Yeah,
inning
one of
number
the,
3,
um,
nothing
One of the
our
most
score.
intriguing stories of this franchise that's not even about this team. Woo! Courtesy call. Caught looking on the splitter. Third strikeout for Ray Valdez.
Well, that call looked like it was a
Courtesy
little in
call
the
via
pitcher's
Rusty
favor.
Valentine
It wasn't
Jr.
outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really
Take
tough
it.
job, and even the best are going to miss some from time
But
to time,
the
especially when they're sort of
story
borderline like that last one.
that
Make
I
sure the hitter would
wanted
want
to
hear
see what
that
would have
though.
happened was going over in Colorado right now. Is Bryce Harper, who's on the Rockies,
At the plate now.
I believe has about 638 career home runs, and he's still got 2 years left on his deal. So I'm wondering if he'll break the home run record. Nice slider, or nice fastball. That's what I like to do right there.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swing and a miss. Silva down on strikes. Well, we got a pitcher's duel.
And the inning is over. One left for Kansas City. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless.
Yeah, Kim Bryant's mistaken.
So stepping in, Jose Melendez.
And we'll never know.
He'll look to get something going here.
We'll
in
never
this
know,
scoreless
unfortunately.
ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd
Here's
think
one
by
of the
now
members.
One of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the
The
case.
Fantasy Cubs Hall of
First pitch of the
Fame.
inning is taken low and away
First
for a
baseman
ball. It's
Jose
1-0.
Melendez.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
That's inside. 2-0.
Returning the game.
Hit softly down the line.
Chop it down to first base.
And
We'll
they'll
just
just
tag him out.
along the first base line.
We cannot get anything off this pitch.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a
Yeah,
lot
Harper
more that
is
can go
declining
wrong
really
when you
fast.
try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Valdez. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. One
Be ashamed to see what this guy could have had as a career. Only
Pitching has the
26.
upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. A swing and a ground ball to
Nice
third.
play by the third baseman. Look at that throw, and he gets
the
him.
off-balance throw gets him.
How about
Nice
the
play
web
for
jam?
the
That
out.
was pretty darn good right there. That is Alvin Anthony at third base. Nice play.
Into the box now, Angel Barrios. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Here's Angel Barrios.
Splitter, it's 2-0.
He's in the last year of his contract.
Now the pitch. This is
We're
hit
going to
the
get
other
jammed
way out
again.
toward
We're
left
late
field.
on that one, and we are going to go away with nothing.
And he'll get there in
The
plenty
fourth
of
inning.
time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
Garrett Anthony and Cisneros due up for the Kansas City Royals. The Royals have not won a franchise or a
Ready to go for
championship
the
in
last
this
half of the
franchise, I
inning.
believe.
And next to bat will be the outfielder, Morgan Garrett.
That I can recall, anyway.
Garrett.
Polar Bear hit a grand slam. Oh yeah, you sent that video to me. I saw that. Nice to see he's in form here.
First offering on its way.
Reminds me. Why is this not working? There it is. What up, Kevin? FAD scrubs? No real life baseball players.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss with the
Swing and
slider.
miss, and he's in trouble
The
now.
ball's in
0-2.
2 strikes to Morgan Garrett. I bet you would want me to throw a fastball up.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit
He
sharply
knocks
down
it through the center.
ground.
Nice piece of hitting.
That is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off.
Yeah, none of these players are probably going to be real players, Kevin.
So far.
There are still some real-life baseball players in this franchise, just not in this game. In this particular game.
Into the box now. Alvin
Surely he's not
Anthony.
going to try to steal here.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
We started this franchise way back in MLB 15, and we've carried it over through each game. And sadly, it's going to end pretty much after this World Series.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
That ball smacked.
High in the air out to right
Wind is going to
field.
knock that one down, though.
Barrios is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The right fielder, number 31.
So here's right fielder Brendan
Sliding into the
Cisneros.
box, Brandon Cisneros. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, it's the last year in my particular franchise. You can go farther than this. I've played every game.
From the
Well,
stretch.
okay, 90%.
Good
90%
pitch there
of the
down
games I've
below
played.
the zone, got him to go
So-
after it.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Now the 0-1.
I can really pull that
Line
fastball.
hard, but foul.
Yeah, Frieden. I'm sure those guys are going to do something.
And another foul ball.
Yeah, the very first year we simmed. And then there was the year where we did non-division, right? And then there was another time I did sim, but I honestly don't remember. I think it was when I just simmed September because it just didn't matter.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Like we already had the division wrapped up, so we just simmed September.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Sharp
That's going
ground
to
ball
squeak
to
under the
third.
glove.
Great
Michael
effort on the
first and
dive,
second,
but
one
it's
out.
through
We're going to
into
throw the ball.
left.
There you go.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat
Pete
to
Crow
ball skills.
Armstrong.
Some guys that just have a knack for the road, being able to get the barrel to the ball, and this is one of those guys.
It's a tough Royals team, man. They won 103 games this year. They had the best record in the majors. We only won Well, we won 95, but...
So now to the plate, Darren
Wow,
Ham.
thanks for helping me out
And
there,
there's
Ham.
a swing
You
and
wouldn't
a
want
miss
on
and
a
an
bad
off-speed
change-up
pitch
and a
to
bad
start him
swing.
out. Nothing in one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he lays
Yeah, I do my
off
own
for
fielding. That's
one.
probably why some things are hits when they shouldn't be.
He's set. Here comes the
Ooh, we
1-1.
hung that.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving
Valdez has
chase.
got it. Runners
He
will
tracks
hold.
it down
2
and
out,
makes
2
the
on.
play to record the second out.
Yeah, D. Strange Gordon, you know, the back of his jersey looks just as bad as Salted Lamakia's, to be honest.
Bob Santos. 2 men on, 2
So you really
away
see
here
that
in the
one.
fourth.
Come on, controller. There we
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
go. Ripped foul.
2 men are on with
Bob
2 men
Santos
out.
hit the 2-run homer in the last game. Swing and a miss on the changeup.
Swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Santos.
You should get a
considered
Lindor.
one
Yeah,
of
you
the
should.
best
You should get a Lindor
defensive
jersey.
Catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it
Really
clear
wanna throw a
that his
fastball
presence
again?
back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can
See if we
replicate.
can bring it back in
And
the
Matty, I
corner
don't know
here.
if he's always going to be a favorite for the
He
Gold
do,
Glove.
but he swung at it.
You walk around this
How
clubhouse,
about?
you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah, with the collective bargaining agreement coming up at the end of the year, they'll probably extend a lot of players.
Here's the 0-2. Hit hard down the line.
Woo! That's a foul ball.
Still
I like a
0-2.
hair.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals.
Jammed him.
And he popped him up.
Brasky's
Brasky
under
has
it.
a
He's
play.
got it.
He makes the play, and that'll end
Once again,
the
runners on base. No one scores.
Royals strand a pair through 4. Still tied, 0-0.
Here, get some hits. Was he Seager or Story extended?
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks,
Personal
Matt.
opinion?
In between innings,
Nah.
I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup.
I think
so
the
far.
Rockies are just
And
going to hit the
flat out,
reset
he told
button,
me they
like
just
even
need to
more than
put
what they
better
already are.
swings on the ball right now. He said that collectively
That's
as
what
a
I think.
group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting
I'll
blown
bet you
away at
Story
the
will be
plate
traded
or
at the
simply
deadline.
Fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and
Now that I've
simplifying
said
their
that, they'll
swings
probably
to give
extend him
themselves
tomorrow.
A little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
The third baseman.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Michael Love.
Here's Michael Love, third base. 30 years old in the last year of his contract.
Here comes the first pitch.
You can see he only played 89 games this year because of an injury. Swing and a miss, the change
Swing and a
again.
miss for strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Spirit's doing really good.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Swing and miss the changeup, man. I cannot hit that changeup. Pretty sure that his splitter was his best pitch, but now it's looking like it's his changeup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around.
Oh my gosh, cutter up, swinging and miss, left strike out again. Fourth strikeout for the Bears. This guy's improved a lot since last time we've seen him. That could have been a phase ball. I'm not going to look at it though. Here's Jermaine Venner.
In now, Jermaine Venner. And a
First pitch swing, good timing. We're going to fly out to left field.
Garrett
Okay,
comes
2
on
out.
and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Yeah, he's technically the ace. Davenport is ranked higher, but if I remember correctly, Vesperis was their ace. He was in their ace slot. So
2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning form.
they used Dominic Davenport in game 1, which that's up on YouTube.
Interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First offering on its way. In there for strike 1.
Not swinging at the first
0-1.
pitch anymore.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Yeah.
Montez, just 24 years of age, playing up the
Okay.
middle in center field in this one, although he is most often considered a left fielder. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Active check.
Bases are empty here with 2
Who
men out.
misses here?
2-2. Heading out towards shallow right.
It's another fly.
Cisneros is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score.
You want to say hi to Nessie? Nessa? No, Nessie. Nessa.
Hi, Vikes.
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Kansas City manager during the inning break
You got it, Heidi.
about the Royals' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned
Ray
to
is
me was
in
the
here
lack
somewhere.
of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now.
Oh, we
He
can't see
said
him
their
in the
pitch
chat, but hey,
selection
Ray.
has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The designated hitter,
Hey,
Peter
we don't get the quote Vikes on that.
You guys be respectful. It is the goddess of this world.
Ready to deliver.
She's
Here's
the
the first pitch.
Swiss Army wife.
Sent on the ground out to second. Lays out, but
His
he
wife
can't
knows
make the
that's
play, and it's
Yep.
through into right.
That's pretty much overnight changed her diet.
Now batting, the shortstop,
12 pounds? 13 pounds.
Standing in, Alexis Gonzalez will swing it from the left
The
side
mixer.
right here.
Yes, the Minecraft partner.
Yeah.
Oh, the old days.
Yeah, I can't find a zombie situation.
Mr. I die in lava every few minutes.
Throw
I don't
over
know.
first, and he'll dive
I
back
dig
in.
straight down. What's your excuse?
I don't go out of the house.
I don't go
I
out
make
of the
the
house.
First pitch on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitcher right there he'd like to have back.
Still do it,
He'd
just
love
need
to
a
swing it that
controller.
way again.
You need one out. Now you have new
A
systems.
runner at first with no outs here.
Maybe it won't crash. There he goes.
There goes the runner. Pitcher
Good.
outside the throw. Way late, and he's in there.
Still on base by
easily at
Crozier.
second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the
No
speed
chance
burner
throwing
on
him
the
out.
move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line
That's
in
foul
left. Long run for the left fielder, and they can't run it down. Here's the 1-2 delivery. No one out with a runner at second. And this will be fouled away.
I love you too. 1-2 to Gonzalez here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a
Where's the
1-2
trade?
count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job.
Over
to
Brian
work
it
the
up?
count back to even.
Hopefully he gets extended this year.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
All right, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3-2 pitch. Liner towards
Ground out,
second.
Sierra's got it.
It's
He's
flagged
going to
down
throw
deep
to
in the
first.
hole.
1 out.
And
Crozier
it's
goes
one
to
away.
third. Be safe bet. It's about to be 1-0 Royals here.
I mean, this ball gets on in a heartbeat.
Nice play by
Nice
Sierra
job
to
stay with
corral
it,
that
though,
ball.
and then make the out at first.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Kurt Murillo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Oh, no. It's not good. Yeah, I look forward to taking Leo to a baseball game this year.
First pitch of the at-bat.
So, that'll be nice. Appreciate the follow. Austin? Austin for life, if I'm saying that right.
Now the 1-0.
Fouled off by Murillo. And they have a bullpen game tonight, man. That's the thing about Valdez. It's just his durability has just not been there. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 1-2.
1-2 now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your
Fastball up and in. Stu Reich, 3. Big strike out there. Number 5 for Valdez.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Top of the lineup here, Brian Silva. Check out on the ground out.
Stepping in now, Brian Silva, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Ready with the 1-0.
Ooh, okay.
Man,
There's
that's one of
Rusty
those.
Valentine.
How could you not swing at that one? A good take
Should have
there
been
on that
1-1.
pitch.
It's 2-0 now.
The 2-0 pitch.
Swing and a miss with the changeup.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Woo! Scorched right at Brasky, and we are going to get out of this inning.
Dirt, but a good good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals leave one. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip.
How is Alaska treating you?
Top half of the 6th about to get started. And coming forward now is the shortstop.
You say I got a manic message, but I don't have one. All right, 6th inning, man.
The first pitch to him.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Skied into
He's going to hit one to right. Easy play for Cisneros.
Cisneros.
One down.
There, one away.
Well, we are just getting nothing tonight.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Sierra.
Ready once again.
Here's Jose Sierra. Backs top the lineup here. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. A line out.
Here comes the first pitch.
It's never too late to work deeper in the count.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Weak grounder down the first baseline.
Getting warmer.
Well, this is a foul ball as the
You guys had a big negative spike last week, didn't you? How low did it get up there?
And the pitch.
Jammed me.
There's a high.
Man, we are just jam sandwiches for everybody. That's 2 down, man. This Veras is looking real good.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Andy Guzman.
Got 1 hit tonight.
Ready for another shot now. Andy Gushwin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Some peanut butter for the GM sandwich. See, they don't have anybody warming up either.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just
There's
trying to
Gushwin.
get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Strawberry marmalade jam, huh?
The 1-0 home. Misses for the
Change
second
up down
ball.
2-0 to Gushwin.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing.
Swing and a miss
falling
again.
off the table.
The count now
2
is
balls and 2
2-2.
strikes.
The pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And
Good
that
foul.
nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Chopped at third.
This one's going to ground out again, man, and we have got nothing through the first 6 innings. If you're just now joining the game, nothing has happened.
Down in order.
Nothing has happened. Only 1 runner's gotten to third base this whole game, and that was in the 5th inning for Kansas City. I don't know. She likes singing a bunch of
Riding in
random
once
songs.
again,
I couldn't tell you.
Morgan Garrett. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Left fielder, Morgan Garrett.
Morgan Garrett now up. Valdez gets back
First
to work.
delivery to him on the way.
Change up foul. Yeah, next inning, butchered. We do have an off day after this game, so everybody in the bullpen's all hands on deck, really.
High in the air out to center field.
All right, Montez is under that one.
Montez is there, and he has it for the first out.
Got it out there.
Now batting,
Couple pitches, 1 out.
24.
Now somebody's going to break through here. Hopefully it's us.
Alvin Anthony.
Isn't Alvin Anthony a real player?
Pitch on the way.
He's a prospect, isn't he?
This guy loves to drop the head
For
on
the
those
Blue
pitches
Jays?
down and in.
Or am I?
I'm shocked
I
he
know
got
there's
in
an
there,
Anthony,
but he's able to jump
like he's
ahead
an
and get away with
infielder.
it.
I want to say he's for the Blue Jays, but I'm not sure. He's a prospect. 2 changeups back to back. All right.
And a
Ball
pitch
and
in
strike.
the third as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on.
How's his movement feel on that splitter? Feels all right still. He's hanging a little bit more pitches. This may be his last inning
This
regardless.
is going to wind up a foul ball.
Alvin Anthony. A-L-V-I-N Anthony. I thought he was real. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
The 1-2.
Down he goes. Nice pitch. Nice placement on that fastball. 6th strikeout for Valdez. Pitching like an ace tonight. Happy with this performance. What was that, 4 of them caught looking? We'll take that.
2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Cisneros now. He's got 2 singles tonight.
Standing in now, Brandon Cisneros.
Lines it right at Michael Love, and that'll be the inning, and that'll be it for Valdez.
Royals go down 1-2-3. Still
Anthony
no score.
Alford. Maybe that's who I was thinking of. Maybe I was thinking of Anthony Alford. All right, let's figure out who we're going to get up in the bullpen here. Thinking, ironically, another Valdez.
Melendez. And guys, 7th inning
So the
already.
bullpen for the Royals is now heating up with Rainey, and I could not see who that other pitcher was.
I agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it
Both
working.
bullpens are going to start going to work
Nibbling
here.
around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and
Let's see
they've
here.
done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Thinking Guillermo Valdez. Yeah, it'll probably be Guillermo Valdez, to be honest with you. He can go 2 innings at most. Oh, okay, so maybe he is. Maybe he was a fake player then.
First pitch coming, here it is.
Ripped it
And
foul.
he fouls this one
What's
off.
up, Shan? How you doing, man? It's been a while.
Here comes the 0-1.
Courtesy call.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out.
Hope everything's
1-1,
good with
he's
you,
got
man.
a chance to really do some damage.
Wife and baby doing good. It's getting closer.
The pitch. And he
2-1
takes
to
ball 2,
Melendez.
it's 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball
3-1
was a
on
little bit too
Melendez.
far up in the zone.
Starting to lose his
That's one
stuff
you
here.
normally pop
They've
right
got to
up.
be bringing somebody in. Either after Melendez or Valdez. Clapton's franchise come 21. It's done with. It's over.
The 3-1.
I stung that
Ball to
right to
second,
him.
Fielded cleanly on the first and a big out to start the 7th. 1
Hitting
gone.
the ball hard on a few occasions, but we're hitting it right to people. As a little rocket out, number 1.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris
And under,
Valdez.
man, 100 days. I'm excited for you, man. I really am.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball with no
Rusty
strikes.
Valentine Jr. is just as
Hey, I hope
relentless
that
as his
call
dad
doesn't
is.
throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game. And I'd
Yeah,
hate to see the
I
umpire get
kind of
himself
have
right
to.
now.
So far, they don't think that carryover saves is a thing. So, We'll be starting a brand new one. Sucks, but that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. That's why this World Series would be fitting for us to end on. Oh, baby. Valdez deep to left field. Hook and foul.
That nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch.
It's another one. That's also going to hook foul. My goodness. So he's going to hook that one into the left center field gap. That should be an easy two for Chris Valdez. Oh, baby, 1 out double.
And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer.
Team? Not sure yet.
Postseason started, and after that hit,
not sure yet. I haven't really put a lot of thought into it right now. I need to see more of the show before I can determine it.
At the plate, Angel.
You know, I saw a comment about that stadium creator, which is really cool. It looks like they actually put a lot of effort into it. But someone brought up a good comment or question about that stadium creator is, okay, is the size of your stadium going to reflect your financials in franchise? I'm kind of interested to know that too, because, you know, if you build one like the O.co Coliseum or Rickey Henderson Field, and that could sit, I don't know, 100,000 plus or however many it sits, and you fill those seats up, are you going to be financially flexible? So.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have
Barrios
to think
cannot
about.
get nothing going here.
Down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Now a change up, but it misses just a little
take
below
2
the
and 2.
zone.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just
I don't know,
missed,
man.
and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Change up. Barrios swings and misses. Oh, goodness. 5th strikeout for Vesperis. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on the game right now. I just got to see more. Like everybody else, got to see more. I'm going to walk Michael Love here.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy.
Starting to miss this game.
Walk signal comes here with 2
We'll be
away.
playing it soon
That's
enough,
what's
man.
called getting the treatment.
How's your
Everyone
NFL
knows he's a
franchise
power
going
hitter
in
in the
your
back, so It's
ENFL?
all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Oh, they're not going to take him out, put in the lefty?
Stepping up to
Okay.
the plate, Jermaine Venner.
Risky
2
call
outs
here.
and 2 runners aboard
Thought
here
you'd
in
bring in the
7th
lefty
inning.
to face Venner. We'll see you for the 3rd time. All right, 2 out, 2 on.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is lifted out to left.
And Venner's going to fly out again on the first pitch. Right down the pipe. We just missed it. That's probably why I left him in there.
And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the
The
bottom
DH
of
tonight
inning
is
number 7, and we still
Gushwin.
have no score.
Andy Gushwin.
Bottom of the inning now. And next
Just
to
a holdover
the
until
first
420.
baseman,
Yeah.
Darren Ham.
Starting to run out of
Baseball
time. They
in
haven't
real
been
life
able
is
to
going to get
score
started on
any
April
runs.
Fool's Day,
It's
and then you have
moving
the
late into this one.
simulation that's
A
going to get
perfect
started
time for
on
this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
National Weed Day.
Guillermo Valdez gets the call from the
That's
pen
something.
to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Going to the bullpen here, we're going to bring in Guillermo Valdez. No relation. He may actually go 1 inning.
Pitch on the way.
I should have probably put Melendez at DH, though, to be honest. That was probably a good idea. Should have done that.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Got off again. Atlanta's printing 100 capacity for the All. Are you talking about the NBA All-Star game? foul.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
Oh, MLB. Well, I mean, Texas is eating it, so I guess that doesn't surprise me.
Ready with another 0-2.
Hopefully it'll be a little more acceptable by that time. Hopefully more people got vaccinated and we can start to move on with our lives, you know? Oh, the Cubs are teeing off right now.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it
Yeah,
runs
Mississippi.
into
Well,
for comfort.
listen, if you're from Mississippi, it's whatever. You know, 47th in national education out of 50 is not exactly great, but it's foul. Someone's got to be the guinea pig. You know, we got to see what happens. We're so close, but I mean, I get it. You know, not to go too much into a tangent. I totally get it in both aspects. You know, the economy can only take so much. I get that. People are losing businesses that they've worked so hard to keep. At the same time, you know, it's just like we're so close of just being able to just naturally open everything. But, you know what? Why not? You know?
Now here it comes.
Let them test it and see what happens.
First, and there's one away.
Of course, people may still wear masks, you know. They're not going to put a ban on wearing a mask, so let's just see what people do, you know. Let's see what happens.
Now in the box, Bob Santos. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
So here's Bob Santos, 0 for 2 tonight.
First pitch on its way.
Looks like we're just missing with these off-speed pitches here. Who's that at first? Sinker foul. Will I keep wearing a mask? Yeah, probably. I plan on getting vaccinated, though, until when my specific group becomes available.
And this is
Courtesy call.
called strike.
I have no problem. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really have a problem wearing one. Am I getting sick of it? Yeah, but you know, I don't. Like I said before, I'm not going to play Russian roulette with Vanessa's life, so I have no issues wearing it, you know. Sometimes I just don't even know I'm wearing it. We left that hanging. I got a nice Frito-Lay mask. So, it's all right. Not bad. You can promote your Twitch streams on that thing, you know. Like, have someone pay you to put their Twitch stream on your mask. It's advertisement right there.
So striding forward now, Peter Crozier.
Here's Peter Crozier now. 1 for 2. He's got a single and a stolen base.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Pretty much typical Crozier.
2 out, nobody on.
You have a chip. No, it's a yellow one. It's just a basic yellow one, and it says Frito-Lay in red letters on it. So, Vanessa made it for me.
Now the 1-0.
You see him foul. Did Nick Simmons check? I don't know. I'm living life like we're not going to have one. But if we do get one, I know exactly what it's going to. So. Ooh, come on, Rusty. Come on, RV.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Nice take.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
In the air, out to right.
We got a guy there. Barrios will wheel it in, guys, and guess what? 7 innings and no runs. Such a thrilling game. Appreciate everyone hanging out to watch the game tonight on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for making it this far.
Stepping in, Willie Montes. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
In the black, baby.
First delivery to him on the way.
God.
Popped him up.
I keep thinking I could do something with that high pitch, but I just can't.
Looks it into his glove, and
This
there's
Barris is
one
going to go to
down.
100 pitches, man. I swear.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right?
Couldn't really ask for more than what he's doing
One out, a pop-up to start
for his
the inning.
team.
Now at the plate, Johnny Brasky. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
It's a true
Yeah,
playoff
he's been
game.
so great in this one.
No.
You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one. And
What is
some
his
guys
bar
are
at?
just more
Oh, yeah, he's out of
capable
energy.
that
He
than
should be
others,
dead.
But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
His velocity is down. He was throwing 96 earlier, 97. Now he's throwing 93.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Go
Line
Brasky.
toward the
There's a
alley in
knock
left
for
center.
him.
And that's in
Uses
for
a real
base
top-heavy
hit.
bat.
Make it a 1 for 3
So.
games so far.
The batter, the second baseman, Jose Sierra.
Now here comes the Royal skipper up the stairs on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's
That'll
going
be
to
it for
do
this
it
Barris,
for the
man.
starter here tonight.
Great job by him.
He'll depart
For real.
with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision. in
See
this
what the
one.
bullpen can do is Matt Rainey is
Call
in.
is he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Righty hardball thrower.
At the plate now, Jose Sierra. As the
Sierra's
first
looking to
pitch
get his
misses
first hit of the
2 and it's
game.
ball 1.
0 for 3.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their
I was
teams
thinking
in the
about,
game.
even though
It's
Game 3 is
close
going to be
right
at Wrigley,
now we hand it over
I think
to
if
the
we do
nasty
come back to
bullpens.
Kansas City,
Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-0 delivery.
that ball
High
hit
and
hard.
deep to right
Deep to
center.
right center field, and it is caught.
On the warning track,
Woo.
he makes the catch.
Nice play, man.
Now batting,
No doubt the wind knocked that one down, too.
Andy Gushwin.
Next will be the designated hitter, Andy Gushwin.
Gushwin also 0 for 3 tonight.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
There's the
Action
bullpen,
in
John
KC
Manning and
10
Ricky
now as the
Carmichael.
right-handers begun to loosen up.
Carmichael in the background, John Manning in the foreground.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first.
Probably see Carmichael here.
2 balls
If
and no
Gushwin
strikes
were
to
to
the Cubs'
reach.
designated hitter. The set and the 2-0.
That was our pitch right there. We missed it. Fouled off. 1 on Gushwin, playing DH tonight. Fouled off again.
Fouled off.
Played left field in game 1 for Chris Valdez, who was hurt. Got hurt during pregame.
Here's the 2-2.
That's
Grounded to
a-
short. Right
Gonna get
to
out
it.
of it.
Throw on the second for the force, and the side is
Boy, our offense is dead.
Good work there from the Kansas City bullpen. Home half of the eighth.
All right,
Straight
8,
ahead.
9, and 1
And
due
we
up for
still
Kansas
have
City.
no
We're gonna leave
score.
Guillermo in there for another inning.
Now at the plate, Alexis Gonzalez.
Not shortstop, Alexis Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone.
We
It's
got 3
ball one.
Valdezes on this team. Easel. I actually wanted to put Alvin Easel on the team, but it just wouldn't let me do it. So
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
swing and a miss at the sinker. 2 and 1.
In my opinion, one
Alexis
of the toughest pitches in the game
Gonzalez.
to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good
Yeah,
downward
yeah, that's
action.
right. You nailed it. But no doubt Easel's one of the Fantasy Cubs Hall of Fame pitchers for sure.
The 2-1.
Slider's a little off there.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just
Yeah.
opens up so many options. Do we bunt
But
him
there's
over
still
to
some
second
games,
with the
old
9-hole
games up
hitter?
on YouTube
We
as
try
well
to
where he
play for that
pitched.
big rally
So
with the top of the order coming up. This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
one extra innings in a row.
The 3-1 pitch.
That
Hit
stung.
sharply on the ground to the left. And
All right,
that's
leadoff
gonna get
hit
through into left.
for
So
Gonzalez.
there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
That bullpen warming up here.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Bringing a righty if possible. Get Mitchell Tree warming up here. Kurt Murillo 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight.
Into the box, Kurt Murillo. Trying
Looking
to
to
get
bunt
that
there.
go-ahead run to scoring position now.
And
as he
he's gonna
puts this
do the
one
job.
down. Throw's gonna go on to first.
Sacrifice
So
bunt,
perfect
playing small ball here.
sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
Brian Silva.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Brian Silva, not much.
He
in the
stayed
way
up too
of
late. Yeah, that was fun. I
productivity
watched
from him
your
so
compilation
far, but he's
video.
got a chance to
I
come
think,
through
as
here
always,
in
he
a
did excellent,
crucial
man. It was
spot.
great.
Yeah, it's time now
It was
for
really,
Houston to
really
put the
great.
rest of those bats behind him
Still
because
can't believe we
none
lost
of
that game
matters
because
if
of
he
the
can
we were on
clutch
the
up when it
wrong
really
side of a
counts.
wall. Oh well.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Rick Fowler.
Left side, but well.
Well, remember the
fouled.
Tigers? I don't know, man. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't having fun with them.
From the belt, the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get
Bad pitch,
extended
uglier
there,
swing.
and it's 0-2 now.
0-2 to Silva. Swing and a
In the dirt,
miss.
strike 3.
2 down.
And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
All right, decision time. Do we take him out? Or do we leave him in? Who's up?
Digging in now, Morgan Garrett.
I may bring in Mitchell Tree here. Yeah, I'm going to bring in Mitchell Tree here. We'll do a little mound visit.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Yeah, you have to watch it, Ep. It's great.
Lonnie Mitchell-Tree enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 9, Lonnie Mitchell-Tree.
Lonnie Mitchell. Yeah, we play with a guy named Oracle who always carries us. I'm not afraid to say it. It is just a treat to watch him play. You should. Should join. I thought you were in our Discord. Are you not? So this will be our third pitch and change of the night, or third pitcher of the night, I should say. Former closer Mitchell-Tree, who got moved to the setup role at his request. Ah, see how it is.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
All right, 2 out, 1 on. Gotta get this out here.
Even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Ground ball right to Sierra, and we are going to get out of it. Maybe Mitchell-Tree. Did you not put it on your YouTube channel? Did you not put it on there? But yeah, you had to. Yeah, never mind. Ignore that question. Never mind. That was a dumb question to ask.
Will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
It is, yeah, you're right.
First one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right
All right,
side
so there's
of the
Richie
plate.
Carmichael.
And the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Smart move bringing in a lefty here. Barrios and Melendez, our power gets cut almost in half.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Melendez is going to scorch one through the left side. There's a single. Can't really take him out, unfortunately. We're going to have to let him run. There's Chris Valdez.
In now, Chris Valdez, as he looks at a fastball that
96
misses
paint
off the
there.
plate for ball 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out.
Get the bullpen going just in case.
The 1-0.
Oh, I didn't mean to swing at that. It's going to be a fly out to right field. Cisneros will catch it. One down.
Cisneros is there to put it away for route number 1.
The right fielder, number 30, Angel Barrios.
Santos Claus is coming to the mound.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Angel Barrios. It's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there.
Royals have a good
Zone.
bullpen.
Surprised he didn't offer at it.
You may recognize their closer.
Swing, and he finds
If we see him tonight.
0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this
Going to
one's
get away,
in the
but
dirt.
not going to get away far enough. I'm
And
just going
he'll
to scurry
rein it
back
in
to
as the
first there.
count moves to 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
All right, 2-2. Off.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Mendez at first. Fouled off
away.
again. Oh, a 97 there. Goodness.
Ready with another 2-strike offering.
All right,
Not
3-2.
a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away.
And he strikes out, man. Arias. I believe that's his third strikeout tonight. That's his second strikeout. He's flat out the other 2 times. He has had a rough night.
Interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
He's had a rough night.
So now to the plate, Michael Love, and he fouls this one off. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Ready with the 0-1.
Michael Love is going to fly out here.
Calling for it.
Murillo camps under it, and he has got it. All right. Royals in walk-off territory here.
Stepping in, Alvin Anthony. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once.
Number 24.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike 1.
We have not been here on offense. Neither team has been here on offense. Both teams have had a chance to score. It still give the advantage to the Royals here.
Wind up and the 0-1.
I don't think we've had a runner reach third base today.
This will be a foul ball as
So,
he's behind
Royals have had 2
2
runners at third base. He's going to ground out here. Sierra's got it. He got him out. 1 down.
now.
Fritz and Ferris.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Dude, Ferris has got the most wicked haircut in this game.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Cisneros.
Yeah, I had to take Gomes out, man. He botched like 3 basic ground balls in the first game.
Here comes the first pitch. This one's down to
Right
third.
to Michael Love, easy peasy, 2 down.
And there are 2 away now.
Now batting. The first baseman. Darren Ham.
Stepping into the box, Darren Ham.
Here's Darren Ham, 0 for 3 tonight.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Loud here in Kansas City.
Down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
stop by Venner there. Did not chase.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Well above the
2 balls, 2 strikes.
that time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job.
I think Venner's asking for some good pitches.
2 out, nobody
Very
out.
occasionally shake him off.
And that's taken high for
3
a
and 2.
ball. It's full now, 3 and 2.
Yeah, Tim LeCastro. Love Tim LeCastro. Swing and a miss on a 3-2 pitch. Down he goes, and we are in for some bonus baseball. World Series Game 2, bonus baseball time.
And this is still a
Nice job by Lonnie to get out of it. I mean, get out of it. I mean, keep it shut down.
New inning set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Jermaine Venner.
Carmichael still in versus Venner.
Now the pitch.
That is to be expected.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
Nope, don't swing at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on
What do I think the Cubs'
fastball
future
at
would
his
be?
neck
Like
right
real
there.
life Cubs?
He's going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Venner, is that going to drop? Yeah, it will.
And that's
Base
in
hit
there,
knock.
base hit.
Oh, now we could take Venner out for a pinch runner here. I don't know if I want to do that, though, because the man has no offensive abilities. Don't really have anybody of great speed, so it probably won't matter. I don't know.
Standing in now, Willie Montes.
I think somebody won't be re-signed. You know, the Chris Bryant and Contreras and Baez and Rizzo, all 4 of them. I just don't know if they have the funds to properly do that. And that is going to be stopped, and that is a double play. I was hoping that would have snuck through there, but it did not.
So in now for Chicago, Johnny Bransky. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
This is going to end. I hope not, because I can't stay up that late.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
Been missing the pitches that are down in our hitting zone here.
Bases are empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Braskin.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
See, sad if the Cubs
Pretty good
lost.
breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be
Either
sitting on
Rizzo or
something on speed.
Baez, to be honest. That's a tough one.
Into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Takes this the other
Brasty's
way to
going to hit it right at Cisneros. The wind is going to blow that back his direction, and we are nothing. Top 10.
We are still scoreless.
Not Wilson. I mean, it's so hard for me to say who I'd miss the most. If I had to pick one, it'd be almost impossible.
So next to the plate for the Royals.
I mean, like, I like Rizzo because he's been the captain of this team for a long time. Baez because of the energy he brings. Bryant because he's just product of the Cubs, man. So.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner.
That's going to get through.
And a base hit.
All right, leadoff hit. Here we go.
And he's on to open up the inning.
Who's up
That's
next?
a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play.
All right, they gonna bunt here?
It's an AL game. Let's see.
Thinking
if
they
he
may bunt.
employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to
Sack
bunt and
bunt.
move the runner up right here. I don't think so though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Especially with Crozier up.
Into the box now. Peter Crozier tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. The winning run is at first.
I don't
base.
doubt that he's going to get the bunt down. I just hope we can throw him out. Crozier has 95 speed.
The 0-1 bunt attempt is popped into foul ground.
Nope. Couldn't get there in time.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Woo! Courtesy call. Big strikeout by Mitchell Tree. Wow.
Didn't mess around much.
I thought he was going to bunt again. That's why I threw it up there.
That was pretty impressive, man. I really like the pitcher.
Wow.
That trusts
All right.
and works off his fastball.
That's a big out.
He decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Wouldn't mind Bryant, New York. Yeah.
At the plate, Alexis Gonzalez. This will take a look at a slider.
Yeah, there was
here.
a story. Did you see the story about Chris Bryant was saying there was a time that he actually got a message from somebody. They never identified who they were. It was just a number he didn't know that said, "Welcome to the Mets," and he thought he got traded. That's insane to me.
And
Check
no
swing. No
apparently,
swing.
ball 1.
1-1 to Alexis Gonzalez. Hey, Rican. What's up, buddy? Yeah, that was a legit story there.
The 1-1 pitch. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Change up.
2-2. Possible winning run on first. 1 man away.
Yeah, he said that he was frustrated that he was involved in so many trade rumors, but he wasn't really frustrated at anyone. He was just frustrated that it was happening.
Fouled off.
Ooh, that's good.
Ready with another 2-strike offer.
Doesn't bite. Full count.
Count now 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted the
That
other
is gonna
way
get
to left
down.
center. Left fielder giving chase. He's not gonna have a play on it, and this might bring home the
Oh,
runner
boy.
from first. And he will make it into second base.
Oh,
as the
boy.
winning run is in scoring position now with only 1 away.
And I think that may have been a
Second and third,
situation
1 out.
where First was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there.
I shouldn't have chose that pitch.
He
I
has
blame
to
me
hold
on that
the
one.
third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Ready for another chance? Kurt Murillo. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game.
That'll be it for Lonnie. Let's bring in Mr. Fritz Green here.
Come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
If he loses the game, it's okay. This is a tough situation.
There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Yeah, no, we're going for it. Murillo's got an 080 average, and he'll probably be the guy that gets the single here.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a fly ball. And that should be deep enough to end it.
Here we go. The throw is in, and it is not enough. Royals are going to win it in a walk-off.
You expect drama and historic moments in the World Series, and we just got another one of those.
Oh my God, that hurts. That hurts. It's all right, man. It's all right. I'm glad the announcers knew it was over before we even caught the ball. Montez just doesn't have an arm, but we don't have really anyone to put there. It's all right. GG, Royals.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, I was impressed by this outing.
Yeah, he's no Jacoby Jones. You're right.
7 1/3, very
Good stuff.
innings.
World Series is tied 1-1 as we go back to Wrigley. Ooh, should be exciting. Cannot underestimate this Royals team, man. Cannot do it. 103 wins during the regular season. Can't do it.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Royals have evened up this World Series at 1 game apiece.
That was a good. That's a tough L, man. That's a real tough L for Mitchell Tree.
And our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Let me get my screen cap real quick. And we're going to 7. You know what? That fastball just didn't go where it was supposed to go. I wanted it up and in, and it kind of just went down a little bit. So, that's all right, man. We'll have to come back for Game 3 and get them. Wasn't even that good of a throw. But, man, this game really didn't have a lot going on. Not like a part of history, man. I wish. Alright, let me check on you guys as players. And then we're going to end the stream. The broadcast. Thanks, guys, for hanging out in that game. You know, while I'm not really committed to come back to streaming full time because of everything, it's nice to come back every once in a while to talk to people. So, I mean it when I say it. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's look at Epps player for the Mets. Mets. Oh, Mazara's hurt. Vinny Epps. 80 overall now. You're still growing. You had a 14-8 season. You had a 3.15 ERA. You had a great season. Cubs go out on the fritz. I like that. Amish, I'm going to borrow that, if you don't mind. Hit exactly 200 innings. That's impressive. Yeah, you're looking good, though. I may import your character over somehow. Like, I'll recreate him. Like, I'll go to every single one of his stats, like his attributes, keep it there, and then just send it over to, like, find a player I can actually replace on the Mets. Put him there. See how he does. All right, and Jonathan Layson here. Let's see. Stop it. Let's see. Where were you again? There you are. Yeah, you actually got hurt. You got a torn rotator cuff. You've been out for a while. But you're still progressing at a very good level if you're still here, Rican. You have a actual potential bump, which is nice. So you could possibly go to an A potential player. I know you did pretty well in AAA. I'm trying to remember what your numbers were off the top of my head because I wanted to keep an eye on your player in case you came in and asked. But I honestly don't remember what it was. But, oh, you got the platoon perk as well. That perk just got added. Used to not have that one. But yeah, you're looking pretty solid. So, let me see how long you've been hurt. I'm pretty sure that it's been a while. Okay, it doesn't tell when you got hurt. Well, it says you're on the bench for some reason, so I don't know why that is. But it is what it is. William Nam with a broken hand. So yeah, that's about it, really. Need to partner with Baseball Reference. Yeah, they do. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I don't know if we'll be back tomorrow for Game 3 or not. What's tomorrow? Friday? I'll just have to see what's in the books. So, thank you, guys. It means a lot to me that you stopped in. Kamish, I appreciate the raid. Ep, the resub. You definitely didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. And Hostin for the follow. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you made it to the end, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys for Game 3. Everyone have a safe night.